YouTube parts. Jack Spade back here with you, High Noon Leatherworks, for another leather adventure. And today, I'm going to do a utility keychain, and we're going to put a Concho on it. So it's going to be kind of a little sharp, fancy utility keychain. You can hang on your jeans, or you could probably even slide it in your pocket. So come on in and let's get started. Alright, so we're going to start with a piece of pre-dyed light brown leather. It's fairly soft and pliable, but it's probably about 8 ounce. I've got a nice Concho here. It's got a little fake diamond in the center of it. I've got utility clip that we're going to use, and then I've got 2 key rings, and those are 1 inch each, 1 inch diameter, and my leather is 7/8 of an inch wide. I've already got a rounded end here, and I need to see exactly how long I need this piece. So what I'll do is, let's go ahead and we'll put a key ring on each end of it. And the keys will go on one end of the key ring, and the utility clip will go on the other end. And I am going to see if we can't put these together with the Concho. At least that's my plan. Let's see how that works out. So let's go ahead and mark that where they overlap about 1 inch. And then I can go ahead and take my rounded punch and let's go ahead and punch that. And I'll show you up close. That rounded that end off just like the one I started with. So I've got both of those rounded off. Let's open up our Concho. And you can buy these at, you can buy them online, Amazon, get them at Tandy, you can get them at Hobby Lobby in their leather section. And let's go ahead and take the screw out. And they are a Chicago style screw. And I'm going to use some of this Leathercraft glue also on this project. Excellent. So what I'm going to do is look for my punch that goes over my Concho stud on the back, and I don't want it loose. I don't want it to actually slide over there. I want to be able to press that in there. So that looks like a pretty good fit. We'll try it. That happens to be a 7/32 punch. So let's go ahead and put our rings back on. I want to make sure we get this hole in the correct position. So we're going to overlap that about an inch for our concho. And not sure again whether this concho is going to be long enough, but we're going to find out if the stud and the screw's long enough. If not, we will have to change directions on this project, but let's go ahead and punch through the first thickness, put it back on top here. We'll go through that first thickness and make a mark on the second. Go ahead and punch it. Then we can go ahead and do the third thickness. So there's my 3 holes, one on each end and one in the middle. So we'll end up with 3 holes. We can put our rings back on, and then what we're going to do is we're going to dry fit this. And we're going to just see how, and it looks like the concho diameter, that is perfect for that. So we can turn that around, press the hole down over that stud on the concho. Then let's go ahead, put the screw on and see if that's going to tighten down, if the screw stud's long enough. And it is. It's perfect. The length is perfect. So it's on there. It's good and tight. It looks good. It fits perfect for the width. So let's go ahead and take that screw back out of there. And then what I'm going to use this Leathercraft glue. You could use blue Loctite. You could probably use some super glue, anything that's just going to keep that screw from backing out. Now this is the way the 3 thicknesses is set up on this screw. And it draws down good and tight. It's going to squeeze that leather down, so it's going to naturally have some tension on that screw anyway. But we're going to go ahead and just put a little tiny drop on the edge of those threads. And I mean a little tiny drop. That's all it's going to take, at least in my experience. Then we can put the screw back on. And tighten it down. And again, as you get that tight, that's going to squeeze that leather together, and that's going to keep pressure pulling back away from that concho. So it's going to keep that nice and snug. So there's what it looks like on the front, the back, and then the sides. So I've got 3 thicknesses here that's squeezing together to hold that. That's going to make that nice and strong. That's why I put 3 thicknesses in there instead of just 2. Now we can take our utility clip, our snap clip, and we can go ahead and put it on the one key ring. So there's the clip, and that spins. So it does have a spinning mechanism so that it rotates. So that can clip on your belt loop or the edge of your belt, your pockets, whatever it is you want to clip that on. And you can use, they make these out of plastic. I prefer the metal ones. And then you're ready to put all of your keys on this ring. You can use whatever size key ring you want. This one will probably hold, a half a dozen keys easily with no problem. So that's all there is to it. That's how simple that was. Didn't take very much time. It's nice looking. If you hung that off the side of your jeans or your belt, you'd have a real nice looking keychain. Alright, so that's a quick little project to do. Didn't take very much. 2 1-inch key rings, a concho, a small piece of leather, and then a utility clip that swivels. So a nice, good looking, quick project that you can do with very little money, very little time. So appreciate you coming along, appreciate you watching. Come back next week. We're going to start a little bit larger project, and it may be a multi-parter. So come back and check it out. I appreciate you coming along with me though. So please, like I always say, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.